Hello there! How are we all? I hope everyone's good. Nice to see some old and new faces. If you don't know, for those of you on the old channel, and I refer to the old channel because I'm posting this on both my channels, the old channel Chris Trout 91, the new channel CT91Z. I did move over to a new channel about 5 years ago. So if you're still here and you've been wondering where I've gone, what have you been doing all this time? Have you been living under a rock? I mean, we moved over there a while ago. And I posted a few videos here and there on this channel saying that I moved, but what are you still doing here? You can rectify this wrong. Come and join us over at CT91Z, aka Troutopia. Unify with your brothers and sisters. Let's all be a lovely big family. And yeah, we'll have some fun times. There might be cake as well. There's not going to be cake, but either way, YouTube's a bad place, so everyone should unify in one place. So I guess, like, YouTube front, before I actually get into the nitty-gritty stuff of the video, there's going to be a poll in the description of this video with a list of games that I'm getting into. I'm trying to focus on certain games and focus my time and attention onto certain areas of gaming. I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming soon. I'm going to probably limit the amount of videos I'm going to be doing in place of streaming. But I want to know what games you're interested in seeing from me on this channel. What games really get you interested in watching? Are there certain ones that you would prefer to see over others? Are there games that you think would be good fun for me to play and that we could also get together and play together? Think of it from a live streaming perspective. Think of it from a video perspective, whichever one you see fit. I'm probably going to be focusing more on live streaming from this point on, until it, you know, I probably give up on that or whatever, but as I usually do. I'm just trying to do something that's a bit more worth my time or has more benefit for the time that I'm investing in YouTube. Because I still love doing that. I still love doing YouTube. And I suppose once I have directed you to that poll, by the way, go to the poll right now during the video and, you know, as you're listening to me, mark some of the games that you would like to see on this channel, or you'd like to see me post or stream or whatever, because I want to shift my focus on a few games that people are interested in and try and do something different other than the bread and butter things I've been doing for so many years now, like Call of Duty and FIFA. It's time to start mixing it up and investing my attention into other areas of gaming. So I guess that the reason why I'm doing that and why that is because at the moment, you know, I'm working full-time, working at Gfinity. Obviously, I worked there before. I left to do self-employment for a year. I came back, and I've been there for over a year now. Still going strong, loving the place that I'm at. But in amongst that, I'm doing things like I'm gymming. I'm paying attention to Susie, who's my girlfriend. Yes, I do have a girlfriend. You might have seen her in a few cameo appearances in videos here and there in the past year or so. I'm going to football, I'm paying attention to Susie, I'm doing chores, I'm doing things with Susie, I'm going out with friends, I'm paying attention to Susie. So Susie basically takes up a lot of my time. Anyway, we're also getting a house, and I've said this in a few videos before. We're actually moving into a house, hopefully very soon, fingers crossed. We're just exchanging contracts at this point, and then we'll be all moved in. So my time is very precious, you have to say. There's very few opportunities where I can say I can sit down and do whatever the hell I want as far as gaming is concerned. I might be able to stick in a few moments here and there. Might be able to stick in a few moments on certain places. That wasn't even a word, but either way. So my time is very precious, and my schedule's very sporadic in terms of what I can actually get done in the time I have available. Over the past month or two, I've been quite consistent with my uploads, and my schedule was kind of set in a way that I had a lot of spare time by myself to do these kind of things, which is why you saw regular uploads coming up. You saw regular appearances from myself in videos and series that actually were very consistent, rather than they post up, then disappear for a while, then come back, and all over the shop kind of posts. They were quite set in the way, and that I think that was partly due to the fact that, yeah, just because of my work schedule being slightly different to what it is on a normal basis at that time helped, so I had loads of time to actually get those videos done. We had the Christmas break period where there was lots of days off and lots of time off of work, which was great, and it helped me get, you know, in front of things. But now that's not so much the case, obviously. And when you're moving it into a new house and you're doing all these other things, which arguably you could say I don't have to do, but I like doing them, and I need to focus on real life stuff, obviously, and that's always going to come first, because this YouTube thing, as much as I enjoy it and as great as a hobby as it is, and I will always do it, because if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it, I do have to focus on real life stuff, because this is not a main source of income, this is not a main focus for me anymore in my life. It's just something I like to do in my spare time. So that's why sometimes videos get sporadic, that's why I have to be intelligent about how I utilize my time, and I feel like streaming is a very good way to go, simply because I don't have to worry about playing the game, then editing the game, then uploading it, and making sure all these bits and bobs are out on time and doing this. I think videos also hinder me in the sense that if I wanted to do a series, it might not be a successful series, and then I've either got to finish it out, because I'm quite determined that way to finish the series, because I don't like starting something and then not finishing it. So I think streaming is a good way to go, because if there's a game I want to play for one evening, I can do that, and then we can, you know, bin it off, or I can do a bit more if people really want to see it. I think that's a good way to go for me, and streaming seems to be a really good way to go as far as content creation is concerned, and I think for the time that I'm investing, it's probably the better way to go. And it is one of those things that, oh, I've got a spare hour to kill, I might as well stick on a game and stream and talk to all you lovely boys and girls, and we can actually get involved and play games together, which is the ideal goal. But that doesn't mean I don't want to still do a video series here and there. I just think it has to be a specific... It has to be done in a specific way. It might not be super regular, and it needs to be a bit more chilled and relaxed. Preferably something I can do live as well, but I'm always open to suggestions. I don't mind like putting in some time and effort into a video series, even if it's not super consistent with the uploading basis. On the YouTube front, I obviously finished the FIFA series. Such a disappointment, because that was one of the best FIFA games I've ever played at the start of the game, and it just ended up being in a place where I don't recognize it as a FIFA game or a logical footballing simulation at all. I've gone on a huge rant about this game before on the community tab on the channel. If you don't know, you can actually post up status updates on YouTube now. So if you go into my channel and you go on the community tab, there is a community tab to post status updates, and you only seem to really get them in your activity feed if you're on the mobile app for YouTube. I don't use the mobile app because I don't really like the mobile app. I tend to use desktop mode on Safari on my iPhone, but that's just me. So I post in there and status updates, etc, etc. But yeah, the game is trash, and I'm sorry for anyone who's still playing that game. I traded it in, got my £20 and got out of there once I finished that series, and I'm better off for it. Another thing is the 60 seconds videos, the Gun in 60 Seconds series wasn't really the success I was hoping for, but we kind of hit a blow. I really wanted to just finish that, just for the point of finishing it. But that won't be the case anymore, because a lot of the Photoshop files and assets that I had were stored on a media device, which has now stopped working, and I can't get access to it, and there's no point remaking those assets for a series that wasn't really doing anything to begin with. So that is going to disappear. Call of Duty World War II RTC is very nearing completion. We're streaming the last few sessions just to get it done and dusted with. After that, I probably won't play any more Call of Duty World War II, because just like FIFA, it was a big disappointment. Playing the beta, it was one of the best Call of Duties I've played in a while. Get the full game, and what a disappointment it was. It's just a letdown in every way. But again, I'm not going to go on about how that works and, you know, ranting about it in a video like this. So I'm just playing other games. I'm trying to explore anything I can while I'm feeling it. I've focused, as I said, on my bread and butter of FIFA and Call of Duty for so many years now. It's time to actually explore other games and titles. There are so many good games coming out here. I feel like because of the whole YouTube situation, you know, like focusing on those two games, because that's what brought people in to watch them, that's what brought views. I've focused on those titles, and I've completely missed out on so many good games over the years. And there are so many good games out at the moment that I want to dip into. And I own a lot of those games, but I just don't tend to play them that much because I'm purely focusing on what YouTube wants and what people here want. And people will always say that, you know, I'll watch whatever you do, but I know that's not the case. People still say it, and I know for a fact that's not the case, because I've done a video like that where I say, what do you want me to watch? And people say, oh, I'll watch whatever you want, whatever you post. But I know that's not the case, and because I've done this for so many years. I've said that, I've asked that question for so many times and gotten the same response, only to find that that's not the case because the views are just not there. So I'm not taking a dig at you guys at all. I don't want that to sound like I'm being ungrateful or being rude. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, I know you guys don't necessarily want to watch certain videos, so why would I waste my time posting it, you know? That's why I'm trying to get to the bottom of what people do want to watch and what people would be interested in, which is probably why I focus on Call of Duty and FIFA, because I know that people, not everyone wants to watch it, but most people, the majority of people that are going to watch the videos will watch those, which is why I focus. But I don't want to do that anymore. I want to try out some new things. I've given up on FIFA and COD for this year. It's time to focus on some other stuff. So I would appreciate it if you did go over to that poll and just voted for some games that you really like to see, or you would like to see me try out in a stream or a video series. And I'll obviously think about what it is I want to do. I'm trying to look at streaming as much as possible, and then maybe doing one main series on the channel. At the moment, I'm doing the City Skylines thing, which I'm really enjoying. It has got me itching to play more strategy games like it, and other titles that might be slightly more different and unique. I've been trying out as many games as I possibly can recently, just to find something that I'm really enjoying, something that's new and unique and will get me excited to play games, because I do find at times that YouTube has kind of broken my gaming pleasure in times, just for the fact that I sit here and I go, alright, what should I do with this spare time I've got? What game should I play? Alright, can I make a video from that? Can I stream it? Can I do something with it other than just play that game? And then I'll sit there debating it, and I'll sit there thinking about it. By the time I realise what I want to do, you know, that time's up and I've got to go and do other things. So I'm just trying to make sure I utilise the time that I have available to the best of my ability. And I think that touching on the fact that I will be moving house soon is also a reason to say that I might disappear for a little while, where videos aren't going up, where live streams aren't happening because I'm moving house and sorting things out. I might not have internet in the new house straight away. All these bits and bobs and variations, things going on where I won't be able to dedicate time. And obviously if I'm doing stuff on the weekend, again, I can't necessarily dedicate the time to stream and do all the things that I would like to, because as you heard, my schedule's pretty busy. And I try and dedicate as much time as I can to this stuff, but ultimately there will be cases and scenarios where I just can't. But if I have that spare time, you can bet I'll be on here doing something. Anyway, I will hopefully see you all very soon. I hope those of you still straggling on the old channel do come over to this new one. But other than that, I will see you very soon for some sort of videos of some nature. See you later. Peace out.